What did I say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Shawty's gonna call a chi in East 3 that I cannot stop, got me worrying. No, 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 will they call Ron with the Dora? It's a Mangan. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. Everybody enjoying this middle school dance? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, we're living large in the gold room right now, and by that I mean we're not doing that badly. Of course, looking at the past 10, we would like to see more first place finishes, but it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So put me in, coach. Get me into the gold room, and just let me say this as we load into the game today. If you like this song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous today. And hey, one last piece of housekeeping. Some of you zuzzy little bozos, I say that affectionately, like to subscribe to my Twitch channel using real US dollars or Twitch Prime, which is free if you have Amazon Prime. While I'm not even streaming, that's a contrarian act. Excuse me, that's a contrarian act. I thank you in a contrarian manner with my Family Guy impressions. Now, usually I would just do one impression, but I think I have three people that I may or may not have thanked. During last night's stream, I genuinely cannot remember. I sincerely apologize if I have the memory of a goldfish, but I'm gonna have to branch out just creatively with my impressions today because we have 3 people to thank. Okay, here we go. First one's gonna be classic. Pina, is your name a character that you can ride in Super Mario? Lois, that's why my name is Yoshi V Britannia. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. This is number 1. All right, run the clock. Here's number 2. And now I'm gonna expand my impression repertoire. Here's my Jack Skellington. Now, this is contentious, okay? I think that my Jack Skellington is good, but the haters and the disbelievers out there are gonna say this. Hang on, we wanna accept the door, which is the 3 of circles. Haters out there are gonna say this. Yusong, have you never watched Nightmare Before Christmas? No, I haven't. This is my Jack Skellington impression, knowing nothing about the franchise created by Tim Burton outside of its prevalency in its presence in Kingdom Hearts, okay? And I swear, if anyone makes a Kingdom Hearts joke, you're gonna be banned faster than I can say Gwarsh, okay? Here we go. Thank you, Sally, is for having a username that's shared with Evangelion. Thank you to Nerve for subscribing with Twitch Prime. This is a terrible chase. And yet, my hand is ready. Mom spaghetti. I got a chase. Here we go. You want to tango? Let's tango. Ooh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the run with somebody. I'm feeling the heat. Hey, it's East 1. Even if we lose this one, we still have a lot of game left to play. Of course, it's not Pinfu by any means. We could have waited 1 round for Pinfu, right? If we draw a 5 or an 8, we cut the 9, and then suddenly it's Riichi, Pinfu, Red 5, pure double sequence chance. Oh! Did I do that? Looks like God really likes my... Oh! Really looks like God really likes that Tim Burton impression. Here we go, 3rd impression. Bernie Sanders. How come the 1% of blue skies get 99% of the credit? Thank you to Gray Sky's turn for the Twitch Prime. We need a Twitch economy that works for the American. Okay, all right, here we go. That's enough of that. Thank you so much for all the support on Twitch. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, and now we can talk about Riichi Mahjong. Not saying that I dislike that. No, honestly, it's a chance for me to flex my impersonation muscles. You think it's easy for me to just be sitting on all that talent and to not let it just come flowing out of me at every single opportunity? Folks, impressions are an artist, and I am the medium, okay? I am the catalyst by which... I think my impressions are okay. I have a lot of fun doing them. Some of them are not very good, but that just makes me want to do them all that more. You sound that's some real only child energy? Okay. Hello, Dr. Freud. I don't come to where you work and try to psychoanalyze you, but you're absolutely correct. It is some major only child energy. Dora is the 6 of characters. We can accept the 6 of characters. How am I doing outside of the game? I watched like 5 hours of YouTube content last night that were just highlights from the show Taskmaster. If you've never heard of the show Taskmaster, highly recommend. Genuinely, I highly recommend. It is a show where like the premise is, you know, 2 comedians, Greg Davies and Alex Horn, you gather 5, I think 4 or 5 other contestants, and they just give them various tasks to do. Like, how long can you keep a balloon up in the air? You know, like just like random stuff like that. Sometimes there's loopholes that are found, sometimes there aren't. Okay, sometimes you fold them, sometimes you roll them. We are 100% folding for Right Lord. They have the easiest half flush opportunity. They have a very easy all triplets opportunity as well. We definitely can't discard any character suit tiles. Okay, that's good. They at least don't have a triplet of the Dora, but now this is the easiest play of all time to fold. I know we're the dealer, so if someone sumos a giant hand, we're gonna be on the hook for the dealer penalty, right? We're gonna have to, like, if Left Lord sumos a Mongon, 8,000 points, we're gonna have to pay 4,000. These other bozos are only gonna have to pay 2,000. That's the price you pay of being in the dealer's seat. But also you get a 1.5 bonus if you win your hand. So it's pros and cons here, folks. It's pros and cons. What do I do? Nah, fold every day. Okay, I'm gonna continue folding with the 8 of bamboo. Hopefully 9 of bamboo is also say 5 of circles. I love that. I got 2 of those. I'm 6'2". I go to Harvard and there's 2 of me. I got 2 of those in my hand that I could fold very easily. And I think the joy of a show like Taskmaster, and please, I'm not gonna say that you're legally obligated to leave a comment in the comment section if you agree, but I would love to know if other people feel the same way. It's because it's a show that really puts like the inner child at the forefront of your inner child. Everyone's inner child comes out when you have to bounce a balloon for forever, because everyone as a child, and I don't know if this is a generalization, but I'm gonna say it's absolutely true. Left Lord has just conned the Dora. Okay, I hate that. I literally hate that. We have to omega fold here. Like, normal folding is not okay. This is like SpongeBob's advanced darkness. We have to huge fold. Oh, did somebody say the door to darkness? Like, you do one impression and they all come out. What do you want me to tell you? I need someone to win this one. Thank you. Right Lord, I could kiss you on the mouth. I mean, I don't love the fact that you're winning off of on a pretty big Mongon, but I love the fact that Left Lord didn't win their even larger Mongon, potentially. Maybe this could be it could be so large that it's even a Hanemon, you know? Tanyao 4, Dora, Red 5. Suddenly you cross that 6 Han threshold. Anyway, it's a show where like everyone's inner child gets to come out, and I think that's wonderful, because everybody as a child is like, oh man, I wonder how long I can keep this balloon bouncing in the air. And then you're like, oh man, I wish this was like the real world valued this, because I don't know, you can't turn keeping a balloon into the air into, you know, something valuable in today's capitalist society. Hey, still makes more sense than crypto, am I right? Hey, okay. Got a small laugh from my significant other in the other room, and you know what? That's why we do it. We do it for the love of the game. I also have to say this. This is a zuzzy little video that I'm recording today, because at any point we have an appointment with an exterminator who's coming. And at any point, I might have to not stop the video, but just get really, really quiet while my significant other answers the door. Luckily, they're only doing things outside today, so I think I can kind of get away with screaming about Taskmaster. But, you know, it's always scary when I'm very loud inherently, and then at any point, like, someone could just be on the other side of the wall and be like, why is this guy yelling about crypto? And it's not even like 10 a.m. in the morning on a weekday. What is happening here? Good chi here, right? Just try to go for a 10 by hand, but I think that we have an embarrassment of riches right now. I think we have an embarrassment of riches. Why stick our neck, our back, our mahjong points, and our cracks out for a risk that we don't necessarily have to take? Now, having said that, I'm like, ruh-roh raggy, this is bad, because I don't really know if we have anything else that's safe. Oh, ruh-roh raggy indeed. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. A few of the 3s are thrown. The reason that I don't want to throw the 1 is because, you know, it's Suji to the Dora. What do I mean by that? It's 3 away from the Dora. 1, you know, 4 minus 3 is 1. Another tile would be like 7. So I don't want to throw a 7. I don't want to throw a 1. The reason being, is because people are gonna want to keep 2s and 3s in their hand, right? They want to accept the Dora, and I don't want to give them an incidental Ron, okay? Incidental Ron is the nickname of one of my childhood best friends. No, but I watched a lot of Taskmaster last night. Favorite contestants? I mean, they're all really great. It's hard to pick favorites. Favorite seasons? Ah, they're all really great. It's hard to pick. It's genuinely hard to pick favorites, but I highly recommend it. Now, I realize I'm recommending to you like literal, you know, addictive substances because you could watch one video. I have to throw this. It's a freaking thing. Also, I have to get really quiet. The exterminator's here, so I have to be very, very quiet for a short second, and then I will continue yelling about Taskmaster for our regularly scheduled programming. Here I go. I'm getting really, really quiet. Here we go. All right, folks. And my significant other with a huge move, immediately closing the door. Huge shout out to my significant other. Now, what do we throw? We can use that same principle of Suji to do a little process of elimination. Like, for example, they threw a 1. They can't have a 2 and 3 of bamboo in their hand. They threw a 7. They can't have a 5, 6 of bamboo in their hand. And as a result, we can get away with throwing the 4. Left Lord's gonna sumo. So be it. It's a tile that's close to the door, but it's not necessarily one of the tiles that we were scared of. And, you know, Right Lord pays the dealer penalty there, and that's great. I know it's a small dealer penalty as far as dealer penalties go, but I'm okay with this. Now I'm 2,000 points in the lead from everybody else. Got 1 door in the back. Horse tag is attached. Got a gazillion honor tiles that I would love to pair up if that's even remotely possible. What do I think I would do well on that show? I don't know. I think I try to find loopholes in everything. Yusong, that's some real single child behavior. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. You want to get real with it? I can get real with it. I think that, you know, I grew up as a single child, and then both of my parents are still working, right? Both of my parents are still working, so you know, it's a very. I don't envy anyone else that is an only child. It's a very lonely existence. You gotta create empires in your mind just to not be bored the whole time. Would I rather have siblings? I don't know, because I think I would probably get into a lot of conflict with my siblings. Although, can I tell you something? It might be nice because I've told you this before, but growing up, I was friends with, you know, I had a childhood friend and he had a little brother, and then his parents would be forced to buy them 2 copies of every game, Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. Do you know what I mean? And then version exclusive Pokemon wouldn't be version exclusive anymore. I'm gonna fold here. Dude, I know this hand is good. Dora Red 5, or excuse me, Red 5 Dora. I don't want to. Bartleby the Scrivener meta, I simply would prefer not to. Yeah, 8 of bamboo being safe, 9 of bamboo being safe. I'm getting out of here. Because we're in first place. We don't pay out the dealer penalty. If we were closer to Tenpai, sure. But consult the damn Oracle. Here we go. Fold if 2 of the following conditions are met. 1 away or worse hand, extremely so. And bad weight, like I can't guarantee a good weight. What they mean by, what Dynachiba means by bad weight in Riichi Book 1, and we're going to get back to the Game Boy stuff, but what they mean by that, based on my understanding of the sacred text, is that like if you have a 1 away hand, you might have a perfect 1 away hand, a perfect Ishanten, right? And then you can guarantee yourself a good weight. Our hand is literally in brambles. We could very well end up on a single tile weight for the flippin' 7 of characters. Pardon my French, okay? So as a result, 2 of the following conditions have definitely been met. Left Lord's gonna win this one. All right, and you know what? Right Lord, I love that. Because now I am in sole position, okay? Call me the capital of South Korea, the way I'm sole positioning first place right now. Grammatically illogical, but I'm still pogging linguistically. And so, you know, the version exclusive Pokemon that you can only catch in Fire Red, they could just trade with each other. You think that they didn't have a link cable? What do you take us for? Some kind of scrub? Of course not. We read Nintendo Power. We knew what link cables were. So I you know, that would have been nice. That definitely would have been nice. The thing that I'm genuinely most jealous of people who have siblings about, that didn't really make sense, but I hope you'll follow, is that like my significant other, she has 2 brothers, and what I'm jealous of is the fact that they get to commiserate about their childhood. They get to be like, hey, remember when this happened? Remember when dad spilled yogurt at the Met Gala? Yeah, you know, that's untrue. It's a great story, though. I would love to go to the Met Gala and spill some yogurt, if you know what I mean. But that's not a euphemism. I'm just saying, oh, God, get me out of here. But you get to commiserate about the weird stuff that your parents did. And that, I think, is worth its weight in gold. Now, do I want to cheat here? This hand, if I had a 4 of bamboo and I could have an easy path into guaranteed Tenhou, I would take that. I think a 4 of bamboo, I would probably cheat into right now. Yeah, guaranteed Tenhou, it's a banger. But a 7 of bamboo, yeah, I don't love that. And here's why. Okay, what do we want to do here, folks? Do I cut? I mean, what do I even cut here? I think I cut my pair of the 3s. Yeah. So this is a really strong Riichi Pinfu red 5 kind of a hand. The Dora is the red dragoon, aka the crab rangoon. Don't love seeing that, right? Someone could have suddenly could have a Mongon just sitting in waiting to end our entire existence. But this is a great teaching opportunity. This is a perfect Ishanten. Why? Because of all of our remaining shapes, like our uncompleted shapes, we have a pair, a double-sided weight, and an omega chunk here in the bamboo suit. And an omega chunk is a pair with a double-sided weight attached to it. So no matter what tile we draw, 5 of characters, we throw this. 4 or 7 of bamboo, or 4 or 7 of circles, we throw this. 1 or 4 of bamboo, we throw this. 2 of bamboo, we throw this. No matter what we do, we can end on a double-sided weight, and that is a guaranteed good weight, folks. So if someone calls Riichi here, I'm more inclined to chase than way more inclined to chase than last hand. Last hand on Dragon Ball Z, literal garbage fire. This hand, we can go with this hand. We can even pawn into this hand because we have some Tenhou opportunities. So yeah, I'm gonna just pawn here, right? We want this game to keep moving along. I don't want Left Lord to, all American rejects move along. I don't want Left Lord to assemble a huge repeat counter here in South 1. I want to keep the game schmoving. And we're in Tenpai, and it's a pretty good Tenpai. There's a Riichi, and I'm so sorry, a Crosslord. Not today, Anakin. I got that high ground. Advantages of being an only child, I suppose you get more attention, but you're supposed to get more attention. But then if you don't, then you're super lonely. And then what do? You make Riichi Mahjong song parodies on the internet for others as validation. That's not really why I do it, but I mean, the reason that I was really drawn into doing like comedy and stuff is because I think I was like, in high school, you're like, oh man, nobody like. This is very emo-pilled, right? But it's like, oh, nobody understands me. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog or whatever. You're like, oh, nobody understands me. I have such a tortured existence, yada, yada, yada. And then for some reason, like, I got really into comedy, like NBC comedy and listening to podcasts about comedians. And I was like, oh, suddenly I feel like some people might understand me. Some people, it just made me feel less alone. And so as a result of that, your boy just started doing like sketch comedy and tried his hand at stand-up and was at stand-up. No, I'm cutting myself short. If you want to, because doing stand-up in college when the audience is all your friends, that's kind of a cheat code. You know what I mean? Because they want you to succeed. It's not like a dingy dive bar in a state that you don't even live in with a bunch of strangers that might hate you. So it's a little bit of a cheat code in that respect. But I think if cheat code withstanding, I thought it was okay. I didn't think that it was great, but I thought it was pretty good. And honestly, I was thinking about it a lot too. I think that if you want to start streaming, a skill that might be nice to have, or just an experience that might be nice to have, is just like some kind of a stage experience. I think that genuinely will help. How will that help? I'm not sure, but like, I for whatever reason, I think it's like, if you have stage whoa! Okay, this is incredible. So what do we want to cut right now? I guess, 2-3 is so strong. We get to wait on a terminal tile, and we get to wait on the door. Okay, we cannot cut 2-3. Okay, a Crossroad has a red 5 Dora. Can I pawn here? A Tribe Called Quest, may I kick it? Yeah, this is good. We have 2 safe tiles, right? 6 of bamboo and 7 of bamboo both feel pretty safe. Again, the 7 of bamboo feeling safe because they cannot be waiting with a 5-6 in their hand. Hashtag Suji Gaming. A Crossroad is gonna win this with a pretty decently sized hand. I pay out a pretty decently sized dealer penalty as well, but honestly, keep the game schmoving, folks. Keep the game schmoving. Because, unless you're Shroud or someone who's incredible at a game, and I'm not like, I'm okay at Riichi Mahjong. Like if you're in the top 1% of like League of Legends or Call of Duty, if you're in the top 1% of a popular game, you can just stream that game and you know, if you put yourself out there enough, YouTube videos, TikTok shorts, etc., people will probably come to watch. But if you don't, I think a lot of people don't understand this. You are literally just like an entertainer, like a streamer. I feel like streamers, sometimes people get confused and it's like, oh, all I have to do is play a game. Nah, you are literally competing with everybody else on the platform at all times. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, it's awkward. Don't get me wrong. It's a little adorkable. Like, if you make YouTube videos, you're literally competing with Jimmy Fallon because, I mean, Jimmy Fallon's not playing Mahjong, but like, you know what I mean? It's on the same platform. People can either use their time to watch Jimmy Fallon or they can use their time to watch you. And you are literally just being an entertainer. So, in that respect, ooh, I mean, this hand is good, I think, right? We can pawn the red dragoons. We're not even in Tenpai yet. Any Sanshoku? A little 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku? A little bit of Monica in my life? A little bit of Rita's all I need? A little bit of Chi Toys, what I see? I mean, get rid of this before it gets rid of me, right? I mean, we could, what could we accept there? Like, 6 of circles is kind of pog. And then what do I throw? This? I don't think we need it, folks. I don't think we need it. That's not bad. Now we're now if we pawn the red dragons, we can throw away a 3 of bamboo and be in Tenpai for the 3 of characters. It's not amazing, but it's Tenpai. You can't turn your nose up at a Tenpai, whatever presents itself to you. Unfortunately, 2 of bamboo doesn't get us there. Had we drawn into a 2 of bamboo, we can throw this and call Riichi, right? But it's not the greatest Riichi either. I would rather play it simply, simple and clean, if you will, and just pawn the red dragoons. Left lord gonna sumo here. Okay, that's fine. Seat wind only hand, no Previ win to be seen. And now we're in South 4. So what happens here? If we win with literally a 1,000 point hand, a Tanyao only hand, we get to end this game in first place. That would taste so freaking delicious. Unfortunately, our hand is not that simple, folks. Our hand is, shout out to Simple Flips. Our hand is just simply not that simple, okay? So what do? We try to always keep a safe tile. Dora is the green dragoon. Oh, frick. The girl with the green dragoon tattoo. That's bad, because someone could genuinely have a giant hand. If they have green dragoon, 3 Dora, half flush, like they could genuinely run the pants off of us. And we've lost a lot of games recently at the last possible second here in South 4. So we gotta be a little bit careful. I want to keep this Vivian Westwind for as long as possible, just to have it as a safe tile in case someone calls Riichi. But if we go full send into this hand, which I don't even think is a terrible idea, but if we full send into this hand, the good news about it is that we have a lot of honors or rather, we have a lot of terminal tiles that we can use. Okay, that is interesting. Green Dragoon, we literally just can't throw. I cannot Henry David Thoreau this tile just because I can't give someone else the Mon gun. If I had it in my opening hand, I would cut it literally on the first discard. Literally on the first discard, I would cut it. Now we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, but we would have to cut this. I can't do that. I simply cannot do that, Sam I am. I simply can't do that green eggs and ham, okay? Just because that's one easy way you lose this game. Doctors hate this one trick of recognizing your loss conditions and then playing around those. So yeah, I think just having any sort of like entertaining experience. It doesn't even have to be successful. In fact, the failures are probably more good in terms of teaching opportunities, right? Oh, that certainly didn't work. Oh, you sang nobody liked your Jack Skellington? I mean, that's a lie. Even if that's true, I have to, sometimes you got to die on a sword, okay? I have to die on this hill. I like doing the Jack Skellington impression. Nobody thinks it's accurate. I think it's accurate. It feels emotionally accurate. I got that sense of mysticism and wonder that Jack Skellington has. Left Lord, I'm not sure what you're doing. You opened your hand, which is not necessarily a bad idea or a bad grandpa, but you need like 2 Han for a guaranteed dub here, right? You need, I mean, if you run from Right Lord off of anything, I think you get 3rd place, which is maybe just where you want to end up right now. It's where I would be thinking about ending up. So you probably have Tanyao, hopefully a red 5 or something, because then if you sumo, you can also get into 3rd place. What am I doing? I'm folding until the cows come home. Either we draw into another green dragoon and we manage to get into Tenpai, or we're just folding and hoping nobody calls Riichi and pulls out a miraculous triplet of the green dragon, regardless of what I'm trying to do here. Now, Right Lord throwing a very spicy tile, not gonna lie to you. This means nothing to me, right? This means nothing to me. I mean, Right Lord throwing a spicy tile, I know you want me to go for this. Like, Lord, tell me how to say no to this. I think we literally just tear apart this hand. I think we literally tear apart this hand. What? One of bamboo. I'm kind of straddling the line here. I feel like I just should have cut 3 of circles or 4 of characters, because I think my play is not to win this hand, but just to try to sail into the sunset. Now, do things change if I draw another green dragon? I guess that changes in the sense that I know nobody can have like a Gigantamax Pikachu kind of a hand. You know what I mean? No one's waiting to run the pants off of me with a triplet of them. I can never throw them still, right? Someone could have a pair. I think I'm just trying to sail into the sunset without making too many enemies right now. Clint Eastman, sure, that's a safe tile. Do I care about getting in Tenpai? No, I don't really care about getting in Tenpai. If we have to do South 4 again, good. Give me another chance to run the pants off of somebody with a hand that's not laden with explosives here with the Green Dragoon. I would love a more low-risk hand, a more lo-fi beat to chill to. So yeah, I don't know about the siblings thing. I don't know if I would have been happier or more sad had I had a pal. Or an enemy, you know what I mean? Some people don't get along with their siblings. But hopefully my parents would have seen the writing on the wall and be like, we need to get these MFers both versions of the Pokemon games. Otherwise, we're gonna have the domestic equivalent of a Cold War on our hands. I'm throwing the 9 of circles here because I'm 99% sure that Left Lord's going for Tanyao. So I feel like this is okay. I don't even know how their hand would win if it wasn't for Tanyao. And now we huge fold. And I should have been huge sending it earlier. And by huge sending, I mean huge folding. Here we go. No one ron me. This is okay. And this is why we don't deal into the Mangon. This is absolutely why we don't deal into the Mangon. A Crosslord being in Tenpai is not what we want to see, because now we repeat South 4. But like an Ellie Goulding song, now anything can happen. Oh, now anything can happen. Okay, this is a hand that I feel like we can F with. What we need is the Kiefer Sutherland to come out immediately, and then we pawn our way to the top. And we're never going to stop. By the way, we don't have to throw the frickin' Dora tile, which is amazing. We can pawn up the Dora tile right now. Can I get a sheesh from the Zoomers in the crowd watching? And I don't mean to single out Zoomers. I like saying sheesh regardless. Oh, this is a risky chi. I think we play a patient Pina type of a game right now. I think we play a patient. Because what if someone else is sitting on the pair of the Kiefer Sutherlands? I'm pretty sure. Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out. But I'm not 100% guaranteed, okay? This is not foolproof. Would I cheat now? Would I cheat up an 8 of characters? Probably. I don't know. Our hand is a lot stronger now, having completed that Thomas middleweight, so I'm more inclined to do a little bit of a cheating, if you know what I mean. That was almost a rhyme. Emily Dickinson slant rhyme. Yusong, I love your channel. I love how you reference Emily Dickinson. Look in the comment section right now. I guarantee you, there's 15 identical comments saying, Yusong, I love the way you reference Emily Dickinson. I think that channels that don't reference Emily Dickinson deserve to be removed from this platform. XOXO. Literature is forever. I guarantee you. Look in the comment section. I can't control what anyone else does. If other people are saying this, many people are saying this, you know, that's their prerogative. I literally can't control what another soul does. Now, what if I could mind control other people? What would I do? I would tell someone to discard a freaking 8 of characters. I would tell Left Lord to discard another 8 of characters. We'd chi and get into a double-sided weight. I'm gonna be real with you. Left Lord, if you Right Lord with the Riichi. I dislike that. Everybody disliked that. Can I fold here? A Tribe Called Quest, can I fold here? Can I kick this? I can kind of fold here. I'm 1 tile away. I'm still 1 tile away. This actually improves our hand if we get the chi into a 3 or a 6. Now, throwing the 7 of characters, that's gonna be Zuzzy. Oh, and that might be the kiss of death right there. Hang on. Two of circles is a little bit safer. Ay, ay, ay. Am I really folding? This hand doesn't feel good is the problem. This genuinely doesn't feel good. I throw a 2. 2 is safer than 7. Here we go. We're gaming right now. Right Lord throws a 6. You know, we can still get into Tenpai. We can still get into Tenpai. It's not what we want, but it's maybe what we deserve. If Right Lord wins this hand off of a sumo, unless they get a huge bonkers hand, I think we can still end this game in first place. Even if they get a Mangan, I'm pretty sure we get to leave, you know? With all of our limbs and our emotional soul still intact in first place. And it's been a while since I've even uttered those words. Dare he be a little bit optimistic for a first place dub here in South 4? We're not out of the woods yet. Like we have a lot of tiles that we need to be able to throw. This is fine. This Ronning from Left Lord is one of the greatest things that I've ever seen. It's a Riichi only hand. Is this even enough? Hang on. Is this even enough for you? Oh my God, it is enough for you. Hashtag calculated. Hashtag baited and outsmarted. Folks, it is my absolute honor to announce that we're back on top. Beyonce put love on top. Me, I'm putting Riichi points back on top. And you know, maybe I'll have 5 key changes too in my Riichi Mahjong song parodies next time. Get me in those logs. Let me just see what other people were cooking up right here. I will say this. This is not to get a little too big for my britches or whatever, but I think that people in the gold room a little bit more aggressive than I would like. Hang on. I can't say that having chased this Riichi though. this was I supposed to chase here? Oh, I do have a low scoring hand, and it's not necessarily a good weight, but it's an okay weight. I got 4 tiles left in the game. You have 2 of these and 2 of these left in the game, but I didn't know that. Let me know in the comment section what you would have done here. This is a fun chasing Riichi. I think this is a fun chasing Riichi. I don't know if this is right because it's so close to the Dora. Like they could definitely have a 3-4 in their hand, and then I would get the pants round off of me, and this is a dealer Riichi. That's bad. But also, I think that we were able, I mean, we got 3 Aura Dora. Oh, we're so lucky. This is, is really hard to say. So, you were conning up a storm, single tile away, you're Tenhou gaming right now. I was Omega folding because I didn't want any part of this whatsoever. You have an all triplets hand, and you're not folding either. You got a Mangan. Everyone's got a Mangan. Okay. There was one hand that I was like, I can't believe the aggression from someone else. Oh, I thought this was me, and I was like, I really dealt in here. This was maybe that hand. So, yes, you are 1 away from Tenpai, but this is, you can't guarantee a good weight, right? You definitely can't guarantee a good weight, and it's a low scoring hand. Myself, that it just calls into question my East 1 decision making. We got really lucky here, but I think sometimes you got to send it. What would I do here? This is a low scoring hand with not a lot of upside. I would just try to Omega fold. I would genuinely just try to Omega fold. You still have a lot of safe tiles. Red Dragoon, not necessarily the safest, but probably you have 2 of them. 3 of bamboo is fine. And this is a very scary Riichi Pinfu Red 5 Dora. Oh my God. Very scary. This is also very scary. Holy smokes. What happened here? I'm gaming. Innocuous gaming. Left Lord seems... I pawn and chi to get into Tenpai. Good players pawn and chi to get into Tenpai. Holy smokes. It actually happened. It actually happened. And you draw into 2 Dora and you call the Riichi. That's so unlucky for you. That's so unlucky because I would call the Riichi here as well. Oh, I would I don't know if I would call the Riichi. Only 1 of these left and 2 of these left. Oh, 3 tiles that you can win with. I would probably throw this tile. And then if you draw into a double-sided weight in the character suit, then I would send it. Either that or you could still just Ron the pants off of somebody if they throw the Red Dragoon. I don't know if I would necessarily call Riichi there. But again, we're gaming with the benefit of hindsight here. So this is like, of course, this is like Aaron Sorkin writing the newsroom. Of course, it's easier to cover the news when you know everything that's going to happen, right? Oh, here we go. Left Lord calls the Riichi. You have anything that's safe? Yeah, you do. 2 of circles. Wow. Wow. For what, my love? For what? A chance at greatness? Maybe they just didn't see that the 2 of circles was safe. Hey, it genuinely happens. Because this is you're in South 4. Maybe you really want to win this hand. I can kind of respect if you want to win this one, but I think you gotta lay it down. Even if Left Lord Sumos or Right Lord Sumos, you're probably gonna end up in second place. And that, honestly, that's good enough for me, right? Folks, what a delight. What an absolute treat here to be sitting on top. That's going to do it for today's video. If you like the song and you like the genre, consider leaving a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VOD channel, in case you can't ever make it live, okay? Until next time, please be kind to yourself and please be nice to yourself. Please be kind and patient to yourself and please take care of yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.